The stock market continued its sell-off today, adding to more decline from yesterday's sell-off, partially due to what I said yesterday of possibility of more trade and export restrictions on our high-end AI chips to China. And something I forgot to mention yesterday was that Trump made some comments on an interview with Bloomberg saying that in terms of Taiwan's defense, that he would probably make Taiwan pay for defense from the U.S. That led to declines in tech stocks and chip stocks from the past 2 days. Another reason I think the stock market went down today is investors are anxious ahead of President Donald Trump's speech at the RNC tonight in terms of what he might say and uncertainty with policy and about unification of the country. So investors are a little bit anxious about that. Obviously, we have to see. And then it does look, based on the betting markets, that a Donald Trump presidency is likely. If, in terms, a lot of people are asking me, what is the best way to play a Donald Trump presidency in terms of investing and in the markets? There's a few ways to do that. First, I think the biggest trade is Bitcoin and crypto. Donald Trump's going to the Bitcoin convention in Nashville next week. He's making more comments a little bit friendlier towards crypto. JD Vance owns crypto himself. JD Vance is Trump's VP pick. And look, I mean, since the attempted assassination attempt on Donald Trump, Bitcoin did very well as a chaos hedge asset. So I think that partially explains Bitcoin and Ethereum's massive gains since last Saturday. But another reason I think crypto has been doing well is that Donald Trump said that he might have Jamie Dimon be his Treasury Secretary. Jamie Dimon's well respected in a bipartisan way from both sides of the aisle, and they know him very well. And Jamie Dimon used to be anti-crypto in the past, and Donald Trump just said that Jamie Dimon is changing his tune towards being friendlier towards crypto. So that's something that's pretty important. So I think that the crypto trade is the biggest trade right now. The other trades could be financials in general, oil, industrials, and maybe defense stocks. But I only think this trade lasts about 60 to 90 days because investors like to price things in ahead of time. When and if the actuality happens, at least based on the betting odds right now, if he assumes the presidency, maybe those trades won't work out come January. But in the meantime, especially in the next 60 to 90 days, I think those things should do pretty well, at least in my opinion. And before I forget, one last thing about Donald Trump's interview with Bloomberg. He said that he might want to cut the corporate tax rate to 15%. That would leave us about middle in the pack of industrialized nations in terms of corporate tax. Honestly, there's mixed opinion on whether or not that'll actually increase more revenue or not. It might make the economy stronger, perhaps in terms of more growth. That's a theory, but we don't know if that'll actually materialize in actuality. There's mixed opinions on that. The jury has to be out once the tax receipts come in. And it looks like President Donald Trump in the interview would want to keep Jerome Powell on at least until the end of this term. So those are the recent things in terms of Donald Trump's interview with Bloomberg and the increasing likelihood that he would win, and some possible investments to play if that materializes. And a lot of investors are making these bets ahead of time to price that in.